and welcome to my channel. This is Joy from She Speaks Too. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe. So today will be a little story time. I'm going to share something that kind of made me sad today in Liberia. So I'm going to try to give you the backstory, the front story, the in-between story, all the story of it so you guys can kind of get a better understanding of where I'm coming from. And this is not to talk about anybody, but I just had to share this as a cautionary tale to everyone on both sides, to the person on the receiving end and to the person on the giving end. So here goes. Okay, so this story involves my mom. My mom is very educated. She has her PhD in accounting. But she did not get that easily. My grandmother sold in the market. My grandmother did anything she could do to make sure her children went to the best schools at the time in Liberia. So they went to CWA, they went to Convent, and they went to BW Harris. And that was not easy for a market woman. So I guess that's why the story of Ma Sarah's guest house resonated so much with me, because like his mother, the owner of Ma Sarah's guest house, his mother also sold in the market in order for him to have the best education. So it didn't come easy to my mom. That was back in the day where they walk barefoot backwards 20 miles to school on hot coals in the river, in the canoe. They swim, they went up, they went down. You know how they tell those stories about how hard it was at that time. So things didn't come easy for her. She went to CWA, she went to LU, she graduated when she was 16, went to LU, then went abroad, then got her master's, then her PhD in a field that is not very dominated by women. So anyway, so she sees the importance of education and she sees the importance of changing lives. So that's her backstory. So here in Liberia, I spent a lot of time with my mom. We're together a lot. So I spent a lot of time with her, and we always are in the car, and we see this woman. This woman is probably in her late 30s, early 40s, and this woman is a hard worker. I will not take that away from her. She sells apples, and you can see in the heat, the woman is sweating, running between cars. And it just so happened that we would see this woman a lot. I mean, and we never bought from her, but we would see her, and me and her, both me and my mom, would always think like, gosh, if she could only she's hardworking, if she could only do something that's better, that's not as strenuous, that's not as dangerous, because in between the cars in Monrovia, it's dangerous. I mean, she's sweating. She probably has kids. So we would see this woman. So you know how God can place it on your heart to bless someone, because you see the effort. I will not take this away from this woman. This woman is hard working. So just like me, sometimes my mom can't help herself. She wants to know your story, what she can do to help you. And sometimes she will give cash to people, but more often than not, she wants to give you a way to change your situation, not just for a day, give you some skills or give you a way to obtain those skills so you can change your whole life, because she does believe in education. Knowledge is the only way to change generational poverty. So I was there. She, one day she called the woman, she talked to the woman, just in between cars and traffic. How you doing? How you got here? What's going on? Blah, 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 blah. Talk to the woman. So just kept talking to her. So finally she said, what can I do to help you to do better than this, than to just stop selling apple? First thing the woman told her is she doesn't have her phone spoiled. So let me just tell you, that's the number one thing in Liberia. You ask anybody what they want smartphone, they want cell phone. I had a nanny nurse working for me, and I was going to America. Mind you, this girl had 3 children. I said, I'm traveling. This was like a year ago. I said, what do you want me to bring you? And as a mother, I think of my children first. I always say, oh, can you bring, I would always think of my children first, like maybe bring them underwear, maybe bring some clothes. The little boy need this. But she said, I want smartphone. So that's just what I brought her. I brought her a smartphone. So why did I say that? Oh, I said that to say that the first thing ask anybody in Liberia what they want a phone. So that's what the woman said. She said her phone spoiled, this and this and this. So the first thing she needed was a phone. The second thing was she wanted to go to catering school. She said that she always wanted to be a caterer. She always blah 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 blah, but she got to pay the entrance fee. She got to pay this. She got to enroll before she can even start. So my mom said, I think they gave her like $80 that day. They gave her money to buy the phone. They gave her money to enroll. Once you enroll, bring the sheet back to me, and then we can see how we can get you in this school and how much can she make selling apples. So even if it meant my mom paying what she made selling apples, so when she goes to school she doesn't miss that money and have to drop out, or it becomes a hardship where I'm in school but I can't sell so I'm not making money. They were going down that route. So I think they gave her about $80 phone, and then go enroll, and then take a little bit extra for you and your children, get some food, show me the enrollment paper, and we'll go from there. And yeah ain't right. I keep saying they gave her about $80. My mom gave her about $80 to enroll, to get her phone, and then to take the balance to get some food or whatever you and your children need. So that was that. So she gave her the money. So for a couple of days now, we haven't seen Apple Woman. I think it had been a week. We hadn't seen Apple Woman. So one day I was driving by myself. I saw Apple Woman, but it wasn't just Apple Woman. It was Apple Woman Incorporation. Apple Woman had bought more goods than just Apple. Apple Woman was selling biscuits. She was selling this. She was selling all kind of things. So not only that, Apple Woman was Apple Pimp. So she had other little girls. She was loading. I saw her. She was loading their heads with different market. The girls bend down. She put a tea on their head. The other girl bend down. She put a tea on her head. So I went to my mom and said, "Oh, I think an Apple Woman is an Apple Pimp now. Instead of going to school, she has bought more than just apples. At this point, she got biscuits, she got this, she got that." And I saw her loading girls. And my mom was like, "You joking?" I was like, "I swear, I saw Apple Woman." And Apple Woman was not just selling apple now. She's selling all kind of different things. So Apple Woman had become Apple Pimp. She had other girls working for her. So I was like, I told my mom, she's like, "I can't believe that." So I said, okay. So we were driving. We stopped because we were stuck in traffic. Guess who we see? Apple Woman. Apple Woman comes walking down. She sees my mom. She just turned her head and started selling her apple and other things in a different place. And that kept happening. That kept happening. That kept happening. She avoided my mom. Because Apple Woman didn't do what she was supposed to do with the money, she decided to, instead of going to the catering school, she decided instead to buy more goods and to continue selling. So, and I don't think that that is wrong if that is what you told the person that you were going to do. If you told the person, say, "You know what, I decided, Ma, I just went ahead and said, let me make more money and then I will go to school later." But that's not what she did. She decided within that week, she decided to get more goods, to have more girls selling for her, and to expand her business. And she could never face my mother to tell her. So like that went on for like a week or two, where we would see Apple, no, more than a week, like a month, we see Apple Woman. She would turn and sell different places. So finally, I guess, after months and months and months and months and months, it looked like it was getting rough, and Apple Woman wanted to like ask for assistance again. So she was walking to the car like she wanted to say something to my mom, and my mom just turned her face like, "Don't even bother," because she was so disappointed that this woman had taken advantage of her. Basically, like I said, I don't think there's anything wrong with expanding your business, but I think you should just be honest with your intention. If you don't intend to go to school, if catering school is just something that you think sounds good and you want to say, then you really are just lying. Okay, so the reason I decided to make this video is because I was driving and I hadn't thought about Apple Woman in a long time. I was driving today and I saw her, and my heart just was filled with so much pity. She was selling apples again, only apples. So I'm thinking the other things that she started selling did not work out, but once again she was dodging in between cars, just selling apple. And I think maybe a year from now I will go back and maybe she will be selling the same thing. So her life did not change for the better. And that is the sad part. So this is a cautionary tale to the giver. You can no longer put money in people's hands in Liberia. If somebody wants to enroll in school, you have to go with them, enroll, and pay the school. You can no longer put money in people's hands. And then it's a cautionary tale because when she took the money, she didn't use it for the intended purpose. So it's just a caution. Even if your pastor come to you and say he need money for zinc, go buy the zinc. Then you yourself climb on a roof and put a zinc up there. Even if you don't know how to put a zinc up there, watch a YouTube video, then you climb there, you do it. Don't even your pastor say you can't get your pastor money for zinc, or say he need to fix the roof, or he need to do this, because that's how bad it has gotten in this place. So anyway, I saw the apple woman, and that is her story. She's still selling apple. Her life didn't change. It didn't transform. She's not doing anything different. And I think that she had the perfect opportunity to make a difference in her life, maybe for generations to come. And that's the thing. Liberians, I think we are so short-sighted. We don't see past the tip of our nose. So that's what she is doing right now. She's still selling apple. And this is not to downgrade or belittle her, but I think that she missed a good opportunity. I think the odds of another person who, because I feel like it takes a special heart to see someone. No, people don't stop to help people and random people in the street. It's once in a million. And so I think she missed an opportunity for that divine intervention. God led someone to help her, and she missed that opportunity. Granted, that opportunity could come again, but when? If you squander that blessing, will it happen again? So I think she missed an opportunity to change her life. And so I just wanted to share that story because I saw her today and I was just filled with pity. It's like seeing, kind of like seeing a high school friend that didn't do well, and then you see them and they're still in the same condition, and you know it's because of choices that they made, but you still pity them. You still like, I wish they would have done something. So I just wish Apple Woman would have done something with the opportunity she was given. So this is Joy from She Speaks Too. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe, and I will see you later.